Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Bharat Nagpal for iGain.in, and today we're going to be checking out the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 versus the HTC One Max. Now both these devices are the current flagships and the large size phablets or phones from respective companies, and they offer quite a lot of features. So let's compare them, starting with specifications. On the left we have the HTC One Max, which has a Snapdragon 600 chipset, 1.7 GHz quad core, 2 GB of RAM, 1632 GB capacities, 5.9-inch Full HD SLCD3 display. And over to the right we have the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Exynos 5 version. So we have an Exynos 5 octa chipset, 1.9 GHz plus 1.3 GHz quad core each, 3 GB of RAM, 32 and 64 GB capacities, a 5.7-inch Super AMOLED display, which is also a Full HD display. Over at the back of both devices, we have their own unique cameras, one with more megapixels and one which has an impressive light capture capability. So the HTC One Max is a 4 ultra-pixel camera with a large 2-micron pixel size and a 1/3-inch BSI sensor. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 has a 13-megapixel main camera. The front HTC One Max has a 2.1 megapixel 88-degree wide-angle lens camera which is capable of HDR photography and 1080p video. The Galaxy Note 3 has a 2 megapixel camera with Full HD video capabilities. Now Samsung usually ties up their interface and has a lot of features that go on top of the Android experience. That has been the USP for Samsung devices. So the magical tricks like Air Gesture, Air View and Air Command, the S Pen being the most redeeming feature of the Galaxy Note 3. So simply pop open the Air Command, open a note and quickly jot down whatever you need to. This is what made the Note series really popular, and it continues to do so with the new Galaxy Note 3. And is also the most differentiating feature of this device. The new Super AMOLED display is exceptionally vivid outdoors as well and looks really good thanks to the impressive brightness of the display. The HTC One Max, on the other hand, has a fingerprint sensor, which is its most redeeming feature. Apart from the unibody style plastic plus aluminum build, you can also set up the fingerprint sensor to launch applications apart from just unlocking your device. At the moment, only 3 fingerprints can be stored to do various tasks like unlocking the device or launching applications. HTC has also upgraded the BlinkFeed UI and the overall Android interface. With BlinkFeed now you can get updates from your custom topics or custom websites. You can also get social information from Instagram, Google+, and Flickr. You also get new style video highlights and great editing features in the camera application. But HTC did not stop there, and they also added a note style feature which is called the HTC Scribble. Now this is completely different from what Samsung has been doing with the S Note, but also sort of similar to what Samsung has been doing with the S Note. So they give you preset templates that you can choose from, pick a template that you like, and you can add a lot of interactive things on it as well. So take a picture, drop it on the grid, and simply play around with the device. HTC basically says that you don't need to carry around another accessory that you can lose. With our device, you can use your fingers to take accurate notes, which sort of seems to be pretty alright. And I feel that writing on this with the finger is not bad at all. In fact, it comes out pretty good. And we'll call this one the HTC Note. But yeah, it comes down to basically benchmarks, and since we are running completely different chipsets, on the left is a Snapdragon 600 and on the right is a Exynos 5 octa. So you can see the details on either device over here to the left. However, the HTC One Max shows only 1.5 gigs of RAM. It actually has about 2 gigs of RAM, and similarly the Note 3 shows less than 3 gigs of RAM. You can see the display is taken away thanks to the menu button being within the display. We have an Adreno 320 GPU over to the left and a Mali GPU over to the right. And you can see the difference between the sensors by pausing the video and looking at the detailed sensors on either device. We ran quadrant benchmark, and however the HTC One Max was restricted because it's a test device. we were able to get a full detailed result for benchmarks from Antutu. So I'm going to run a Antutu benchmark for you guys so that you can see what the result is like on Antutu. You can see the device tops the chart. The Note 3 is on top of the chart with 34,498 on the Antutu benchmark, and the HTC One Max gets 25,939. Now, if you leave the controversy about Samsung boosting up the benchmarks aside, you can do a little comparison of the benchmarks. But this was a quick comparison between both these devices. How the HTC One Max will be priced is now what will actually decide its fate, at least in the Indian market. The HTC One Max does have a more premium feel and build quality to it. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 retains the plastic design on the back as well as the front as well as the sides. So apart from the main Super AMOLED display, everything else is plastic on the Note 3, whereas the HTC adds a lot of premium feel and materials. So this was a quick comparison, guys. For more details, visit iGyan.in. Catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyan, youtube.com/iGyanTV for iGyan Networks. This is me, Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.